2006 Mumbai blast case, and it is the Supreme Court putting a stay on the Bombay High Court acquittal order. The Bombay High Court acquitted all the 12 accused in the case, saying there wasn't enough evidence against them. The accused are not required to go back to jail is what now the Supreme Court has gone on to say. So this is breaking news coming in with the Supreme Court there, in fact, staying that Bombay High Court acquittal judgment, but says the accused are not required to go back to prison. And we have Nupur joining us. Nupur, take us through all that's happened in court today.
Well, Divya, in a very big development, the Supreme Court had stayed the Bombay High Court order that had acquitted 12 accused in the 2006 blast case in Mumbai. Now, remember, just yesterday, the top court had made this observation that interim stay is granted only in rarest of rare cases. So there is, in fact, a big development that today the Supreme Court has stayed the Bombay High Court order. It has also clarified that this High Court order will not act as a precedent in any of the MCOCA cases. And this is also, in fact, a very big observation. And thirdly, the Supreme Court noted that out of those 12 accused that were acquitted by the Bombay High Court, some of them were Pakistanis also. The Supreme Court has said that it has read the files and it would like to hear the case at length before giving any decision. For now, it has said that the 12 accused don't have to go back to jail. But the Supreme Court will hear the matter at length, and that too, it also requested the centers of the Maharashtra government's appeal for an urgent listing. So this in fact shows a very big development and a big intervention on the part of Supreme Court, not only staying the High Court order but also agreeing to hear the matter urgently.
Right. Of course, this is in regard to that case, Nupur. Well, 7 bombs that had ripped through the local lines in Mumbai. A total of over 180 citizens lost their lives, and nearly 820 innocent people sustained severe injuries in those blasts that took place, which are also known as the infamous 7/11 Mumbai blast. Take us through the details of that case, and of course, how is it that the High Court, on the grounds that the High Court has tried to, basically let all the 12 accused go, is that there wasn't enough incriminating evidence against those 12 people?
The Bombay High Court, in the judgment that was recently passed by the Bombay High Court, had observed that there was not much evidence to incriminate all the 12 accused. It had, in fact, raised questions on the investigation. The Bombay High Court order had raised several questions on the investigation carried out and had given some observations. But the Maharashtra government, without wasting any day, had just the very next day challenged the High Court order, saying that this will, in fact, impact the MCOCA cases, and the question of law was being impacted, and said that not only in this particular case that 12 accused are being let go of by the High Court, but also for the long term, the judgment could have larger implications. So noting all these submissions by the Maharashtra government, today the Supreme Court has decided to give this stay. And remember, just yesterday, the top court said that such stays are only given in rarest of rare cases.
Right, 7 of those convicts, they were sentenced to life imprisonment. The others had got the death sentence. Of course, this is something, with, really what's been said as far as the High Court is concerned, and where does this case really stand at the moment?
Divya, at the moment, though the High Court order remains stays, but there is still a relief maintained for those 12 accused. One of them has already passed away. So effectively, relief is being maintained to the 11 accused, that they don't have to go back to prison. The top courts made this observation after it was told that they are already out of the prison following the Bombay High Court order. So for now, the stay is there, and the court will examine in detail. And if the court is convinced, then of course it can set aside the High Court order and implicate whoever the court thinks that the evidence is there, and the court thinks that whoever if court finds that there was some problem with the Bombay High Court order, it can always set aside that and reverse the acquittals in the case.